Ladies and gentlemen, it's round two of the Hub on LATV, virtual edition. I'm Bruno Struzio.
And I'm Natasha Martinez. And yep, still here, staying safe at home, but bringing you all the latest and greatest, starting off with checking for you.
Yes, and today we were doing so virtually, of course. And there's a lot of cool stuff that's been happening, one of which has been the amount of content being put out and the creativity surrounding that, which we discussed a little bit in our last episode. But I wanted to really talk about specific shows or live streams or podcasts that have been trending right now, because it's really inspiring to me as an artist, as I'm sure it is to you, and a content creator, just how many things are still being done in a way that is safe and appropriate for the time. So just recently, off the top of my head, I saw Shaq DJing on a live stream and just the other day, and I thought that was so cool because number one, he's Shaq, and number two, he's such a fun-loving and positive person that to see him even virtually behind the turntables at his house and all the people tuning in and commenting and how much they love him, and it was just such a good energy. I love stuff like that, and to have so many people on one platform enjoying that music was pretty special.
Yeah, I do like that all of the DJs are sort of having their concert moments in their lives. I love that John Krasinski did with his Good News. So he, hosted a prom and Billie Eilish performed.
So
And
cool.
yeah, I just think that was really fun. It's like you said, it's nice when I think art and creativity is finding a way. And I just think that it's going to continue to brood more creativity moving forward. In the terms of the live stream, this maybe not as artistic, but I know it's headline making. Tory Lanez's Instagram live, he just he duets with a bunch of people, some IG models or different celebrities.
Yeah.
It's just go off. Diddy did a really fun one for Easter, although there was some Lizzo controversy.
There's always controversy these days. Everyone's at home, so everyone's trying to create drama. That's what happens.
Exactly. People are just taking any bit that they can get. I'm all about body positivity and having fun and twerking and embracing your sexuality, but that was a bit much for me. It's the thong that put it over the edge.
Yeah, there was a hole cut out of her. There was a hole cut out of her pants where her butt is. I mean, here's the thing about Lizzo. I love her music, and I think what she's doing is noble and amazing in terms of the body positivity, as you were saying. But she's now kind of crossing the line of it's just about me. Do you know what I mean? I don't think the message really is that pure anymore, and I think a lot of it for attention, at least that's what it seems like, is I just want to get my numbers up and have people listen to my music. And I think I don't know, she has to be careful, because you can't promote something as serious as body positivity under the guise of doing it for likes. Or
I totally get what you're saying. I think a lot of people get stuck in that, where it's when they first started, kind of gaining traction in whatever field that they're in, it comes from a pure place, and then it starts to change. Who knows? That's what's actually happening. But on some good Lizzo news, she did join a SZA Instagram live, and they did this whole thing about how sound can be a huge therapy. So SZA had these sound bowls used and a sound bath. And then Lizzo brought in her flute, and she was doing the flute with SZA doing the sound baths, and SZA was sort of singing along, and oh my god, I was in heaven. I'm this was great. I was just cleaning up my house, having that in the background. I was this is a bomb Instagram live, because there's a lot of Instagram live. Yeah, I was yes, feeling the vibrations. So yeah, really enjoying those live streams. So who knows? It's a good way. It's a good way to come up with some content. LATV is doing our live streams.
Yes, every day of the week. Check our stories for the latest.
Every Wednesdays. is IG. Check it out. I'll be in the
complex.
in the comment section.
Wow. Well, I could talk about this forever, but we can't because we got to move on. Full control, and we'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we are scrolling on as we always do for segment 2. And we're starting off with something that is very serious to a lot of people, and it is the cancellation of almost every music festival in 2020, which is something that I don't think anyone ever thought would happen. You know, music festivals in the last 20 years have gotten astronomical. Coachella has hundreds of thousands of people coming to the desert every year, and Coachella was one of the first to be officially canceled. So I guess start off with, how do you feel about that? And what do you think about the October reschedule? Do you think it's going to happen? What are your thoughts?
I gotta admit, I am not a big music festival goer. However, I was discussing with a few of my friends that maybe 2020 was the year that I would go to Coachella because I'm like approaching the last year of my 20s. I'm like, if I'm going to go, I might as well go now. I liked the lineup and I was seriously thinking about making it happen. The universe had other plans. But I mean, obviously it was a no-brainer that it had to happen. It's way too many people. And, you know, I'm sure we would have been in a much dire state if it would have just, you know, continued. Talking about the rescheduling to December, I mean, I just can't, I'm sorry, not December, October. Rescheduling to October, I don't see that happening at all. I think that even if it's safe for people to be at the festival, I just think people are going to be very nervous to be around thousands of people. And that could be coming with the social anxiety coming out of this coronavirus, like we've talked about previously. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you think it's going to be safe and ready to be up and running again in October?
I definitely think no. Mostly just because I don't think a lot of the artists are going to agree to it, because ultimately their safety is super important too. And I think everyone just doesn't know, you know, it's too soon. It's like, even in October, we don't know, we're not going to have a vaccine. We don't know enough about the virus. I would feel uncomfortable. And I think a lot of people share that sentiment, not only the attendees, but the artists themselves. So
scrolling on, something that I've been seeing on Instagram that I have some weird opinions on are these FaceTime photo shoots. So we all follow, I'm sure, influencers or models who are now a lack of content because you can't go outside, you can't go to cool events, you can't go vacation in the Bahamas and take your bikini pics. So a lot of models I found are turning to FaceTime photo shoots, which I just think is so weird, honestly. And I have some friends who have done it, and I'm like, but why? The pictures don't even turn out good. Like, it's just like a grainy screenshot of somebody like,
and it's insane.
It's so weird. I've seen some photo shoots like there's like a trend on TikTok where people take their mirrors outside and do this whole like beautiful, airy, like light photos. I mean, those at least turn out beautiful. These FaceTime ones, I have a hard time figuring out what their purpose is. What about you?
And I completely agree. And the main thing is, if you're a photographer and you're taking the FaceTime pictures, you can't really control the lighting and you know what I mean? Like, you're not with the person. So you're not really doing your job, and you're at the mercy of someone with their phone. Like, is this okay? Like, is it, you know what I mean? Like, like, is this right? Like, I don't know. I mean, I just don't see where the actual photography is in all of this. And
it seems weird. It's like, hey, want FaceTime and pose for me? Like, it's just kind of
it's a little bit like, I don't know. It's creepy. I just wanted to, because we talked quickly about Quibi on our Instagram Live, and it went off to a great start. You know, at the beginning, a lot of viewers and a lot of users, and as of now, it's not even in the top 50 apps anymore. on the App Store. So what do you think? Quick thoughts.
I downloaded it. I downloaded the app just to watch a couple of shows, but they were more so like the news type shows. I haven't watched any of the drama series. I just don't feel propelled to watch it. I mean,
I don't either.
I think if we're talking about an app like TikTok, someone can easily spend an hour on that app.
That's true.
But I do think that maybe it's something about the fact that each thing that you're consuming can only be 60 seconds. So what I found when I was watching some of these Quibi news like series was even the 10 minutes felt long for me, which is probably scary for all of our attention, habits. But I found myself kind of skipping through, like scrubbing through to see if there was something that I actually cared to listen to.
Yes.
But then maybe halfway through, I would just close the app. Again, I don't know if that would be the same for like a drama series or a docu type of series that they might have on there. But yeah, maybe it's just our attention.
It's getting shorter. The span is getting shorter.
It is.
And on that note, please keep your attention span because we have much more for you right here on The Hub.
Woo! You already know what the going on. We're in the friend zone with Vice Menta.
Hey, what's
in the building.
What's up? ¿Cómo estás?
Gracias por venir.
A ti por
¿Todo bien?
invitarnos.
¿Todo bien?
Listos, al 100, al 100.
Hay mucho en que hablamos, pero
Sí.
primero vamos a hablar sobre su sencillo,
Okay.
Fusilando tus memorias.
Hell yeah, we're excited.
Hell yeah.
New single, super personal too. We're talking about some crazy stuff that happened last year after all the success started coming, todo el éxito. Pues las cosas empiezan a cambiar y nosotros pues somos nuevos en esto, obviamente, la primera vez que nos pasa, entonces...
Vinieron muchos cambios también, como soledad extrema por muchos tiempos de cuenta, entonces
Mucha
es una
presión.
canción que habla de eso, como de nuestros pensamientos del último año y creo que todo se va a poder relacionar porque nada más habla de ese cambio que hay en la vida que para nosotros fue el éxito, pero pues a lo mejor para ustedes es que les cortaron o no sé, algo así.
Sí, hay muchas partes donde nos estamos hablando como a nosotros mismos y parece que estás hablando a una pareja, pero eso es lo chido de la música, que todo se relaciona de una manera, porque es el mismo sentimiento, simplemente es otra como
sobre amor, sobre
exacto,
hay muchas categorías.
Exacto, pero es el mismo sentimiento. Entonces that's what counts y sí, estamos muy contentos. Fusilando tus memorias, producida y 100% por nosotros.
Well, speaking of crazy we got a pretty crazy wheel right here.
Y cada quien va a contar uno.
Worst, el sexo peor.
¿Quién
Con-
contesta?
O sea, como que the worst experience we've had
Sí.
o me.
Lo que quiera.
I would just say the later
Detalles, güey, detalles.
Mientras más tarde en la noche, peor. Esa es mi experiencia.
Ok.
Mientras más tarde es como que
Sí, mi peor experiencia es igual, cuando ya no pasó, pero así que
mientras más tarde es como que this isn't worth it.
Sí, exacto.
Tengo que dormir.
Eso es, llega ese punto donde dices, ya no tengo, o sea, ya llegaste, pero dices, pues ya no tengo energía, ya
Prefiero abrazar a mi almohada que a nadie más.
Sí.
Worst friend zone.
Híjole.
Sí, has tenido alguno tú, ¿no?
Sí, cuando estaba más chiquito.
Ahora no, pero...
Ahorita ya no tanto porque es more like natural, o sea,
Sí,
ya como que no me pongo en el punto donde friendzone podría pasar, pero...
No tengo ni amigos hombres, entonces ya no tengo tiempo de tener muchas amigas, ya eso ya no llega.
But I would say just trying to, like, me liking a girl and actually making like a move, you know, like being honest about it, and she was like, hell no, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like you like that.
It's the
Like,
worst
no,
too
bro.
when you're
Yeah, it's
honest
the
and then
worst.
it's like, oh man.
Yeah, and I really thought being honest would work, but I guess
She was like, no, I like your brother. I'm
yes,
sorry.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, okay.
Man. Craziest fan DM.
Hay varios,
Ay,
pero
pues
es de
sí,
que...
O sea, de repente te dan cosas que es de que... yo no sabía que los humanos piensan en eso, pero sí, pero cuando se cree, como creen que es de que pues a qué pierden decir esto, te dicen cosas que sé que
Sí, muchas veces piensan que no lo vamos a leer, but
sí.
They're reading, okay? Just so you know, they read it all.
Sí,
Cosas
ideas that
que
I never-
definitivamente son ilegales, definitivamente están fuera de lugar, sí. Pero
Be careful what you wish for, alright?
sí, sí me río también, pero también digo, chin, ya es un
No,
lado
really.
oscuro de
Sí.
los DMs.
Sí. But it's alright. We're ready for everything. You never
Wow.
know.
I like crazy DMs. Too.
Ok, quiero hacer uno que no sé si van a tocarlo en el wheel, entonces
A ver.
es una pregunta muy importante, es mi pregunta favorita.
You do you.
Would you do you?
I mean, I guess
Yo sí, la neta.
I'm the freshest, so I want to be
No,
with
pero
me.
¿por qué no? Es que si no
I mean, I kinda do me every day in a way.
Yes, but
You can think of it. I didn't mean it like that way, but
no, but if you don't, I feel like if
Okay.
you don't think that way, you gotta be thinking that way. Because it's like, if you're not doing you, who's doing you? You
It's
know?
true.
It's like, it. If you're not gonna do me, I'm gonna do
Like
me.
in my
Then
section.
you're gonna wanna do me.
Then you're gonna want to do me
Yes,
because I did me.
Exactly.
Exactly. Oh, where can they find all your stuff? What's your Instagram? Tell the people what you're doing.
Todos lados, Vice Menta, VICE Menta, así como se escucha. Y si quieren saber más de nosotros, pues vayan a seguirnos ahí en todos lados y vayan a escuchar la música también. We're gonna be dropping new music every month, almost.
and
So it's-
Every
we're
month.
gonna be everywhere starting next year. So start saving up money because you're coming to a show, or we'll give you tickets.
Sí, sí, sí.
Oh, that's a lot of tickets.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
No,
Vice
no,
Menta, everybody.
No nos vayan a dejar en el friendzone tampoco.
No,
ya,
eso
no
no.
rompan el corazón. Ya.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Hub on LATV Quarantine Edition. Bruno and I are staying safe at home, but still bringing you all of the realness.
You know we got to do it.
We had to. So this week's Real Talk is about friendships. I think that this stay-at-home order has brought a lot of things to light, and a big part of that is the friends that you used to hang out with, the friends that you would socialize with. Who is it that you find yourself checking in on, and who is it that you find yourself being like, oh yeah, I forgot, like we were. I found that it's like my circle, I've really found who like my core circle is based off of this. The people who I'm, making sure that I'm having my FaceTimes with, or doing workouts with, or just like and saying like what's up. You really start to pinpoint those that you care about and that those who care you too. Like there's certain people who maybe like I've checked in on them, but then they haven't reciprocated that, and I'm like, okay, like what does that mean about our friendship? Was it as deep as I thought it was, or maybe it's a little bit more shallow, which is fine. We have friends for different reasons. But I think that it's brought up a lot to light. How have you been communicating with yours, Bruno?
Yeah, this is a tricky thing, and I think everyone's going through it. I have found actually that a lot of people who I didn't think I was as close to, I've gotten closer with. And some of my closer friends, like you said, just I've tried and they haven't reciprocated, and that's fine. And we'll see where we're at when all this ends. But I'm not going to use my energy to be like, oh, I thought, whoever was a better friend to me. It's everyone's kind of dealing with this differently. So I'm trying not to take it personally. And I'm just kind of taking it day by day, as you said, because I think it's important to acknowledge, even though, yes, it can be troublesome when someone you thought was close maybe isn't acting the way you expected them to. But I do think it's important to keep in mind, like, everyone is having their own reaction to this, and for some, it's not so easy. Like, I think the two of us are handling it pretty well based on what we've discussed. And I have some friends who are kind of freaking out a little bit. So
for sure. I think
remember.
too, sometimes when we're faced with difficult situations in life, not even talking about quarantine, but when a loved one passes away, or maybe a bad breakup, not everyone wants to talk immediately. Some people like to deal with it on their own. And so I could definitely see how maybe some people are dealing with this weird time right now, an uncertain time, with sort of turning to themselves as opposed to reaching out to people and just talking it through. So that's a good point to make. Like, we all deal with things differently. And I think the best thing is to not take things so personally, which can be hard because there's a lot of, outward stress coming in our lives. It's like, you can't help but be emotional, but at the same time, it's not that serious, bro.
Totally. And then, ego gets involved and you're like, yeah, I was FaceTiming with a friend of mine who we got really close, and then she lives in the Netherlands. So she went back home before quarantine and hasn't been able to come back. And, we only got to know each other for a month or two. We met at Erewhon, funny enough. And we only got to know each other for a month or two. And all of a sudden, like, I find myself reaching out to her and her reaching out to me and just having like a really solid friendship, way more solid than a lot of the people who have been constant in my life. So I think it's important to just keep yourself open and, do what feels right for you, because this person who wasn't necessarily that close to me, I'm now getting closer with virtually because we both share, good vibe and we want to chat. I think it's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So reach out to people who
sometimes like the longest standing friendships don't always mean that they're like the best ones,
That's so true.
which is a hard reality sometimes, but it's good to take that time to think about it, which we obviously have a lot of time to think about it right now.
Yeah. But sadly, our time on the hub has come to an end.
It has.
So
No, friends, we don't want to leave you.
I know. But there's more content coming. We'll keep you updated on LATV Network Instagram for the IG lives that we're doing. And follow me, Dirty But Delicate. Follow Natasha.
Natasha Alexis _ follow the hub. Yeah. _ follow the hub on LATV and LATV, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of that. We are everywhere. But we'll see you guys next time for another episode of The Hub.